Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field. Easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here.
Running toward the tape. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one. the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Here we go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Here comes the hurry up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well, and I'd love to see that.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Coming out with it, it's Peppers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York.
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to reach.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, that's when the defense would like to have back. They would have wished the quarterback pitched that football, but instead, they took the wrong guy away and made it an easy decision for the QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff to the single running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. What an eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Thomas. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the try is no good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. At the 45 on his way. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He'll do it himself, fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week.
Quick strike complete.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He lets one fly deep. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
That's caught. It's Peppers. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're bringing heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for room. It's Thomas. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Now, as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Defense. Stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. The RPO, it's complete. Powers through the defender. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go! The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
And that pass is intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down coming up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. Flying down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Got his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Let's go! From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Reeled it in and just made the house call. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's got him and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Might as well give it to him again. Nifty little dance step.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense, and I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Going up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's off to the races. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets away from one, finds some space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy,
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
Easy.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anthony. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Green 25.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Unloads to the wideout. And his fifth interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the... Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Heat up them... bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Here we go.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football, and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4th and goal from the 1. You got to go for it.
100%. I'm going for it. I'm not bringing a kicker on the field.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin